Hey guys, it's Travis Davis, beginners MMA coach here at Ronin Training Center. We got Skylar Bray here, amateur MMA champion, working with me to show you guys a couple of drills to go over today. The first thing I'm gonna go over are some dominant positions in MMA that I like to use for ground and pound. All right, the first one we're gonna do is mount. Okay, obviously. Mount is one of the best positions to be in here in MMA because he doesn't generate a lot of force off of his back trying to punch up, so I don't take much damage here. All right, and this is where I can come up, posture up, and land the big heavy shots that I'm looking for. Okay, when we do posture up, we got to make sure that we watch our weight. Okay, because if we get too careless when we posture up, he's gonna buck and throw me forward, or he's going to push me and try to push me backwards and get me off of him. He's going to try, more than likely, to try to get some sort of half guard or full guard back, whatever it is that is a better position for him. Okay, so the first thing that I like to do when I get into the mount is I'm going to pinch my knees together into the side. All right, I want to make it uncomfortable for my opponent as much as possible. And then the next thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to make sure I put my feet in as close together as possible. So I try to almost touch my toes together and like overlay them on top of each other and then sit back onto his hips with my hips, putting that weight down. All right, so I'm gonna sit here, all right, pinching my knees and sit. Now I'm gonna start to look for those punches, but I have to be careful. Again, like I said, he's gonna try to bridge. We went over those bridging in a different video, but if he bridges up, go ahead, bridge. I gotta be ready for that, okay? So I gotta be ready for that fall forward. Now, we're going to take advantage of that bridge when he does it, though. We're going to move higher up into a higher mount, and I want to try to get my feet almost to cross ankles underneath of him. It's super uncomfortable. The heels dig into your back, and it's a lot harder to get out of after I get into this position. So if I'm here and I'm trying to punch and he starts to bridge, I'm going to lock my ankles across each other here and slide it up into his upper back. And then now he's got all that pressure of my weight and my ankles and my heels in his back. And this is where I'm going to start to look for more punches. If he bridges again, guys, all we're going to do is get our post out. We're going to just get our post, recover, and then posture back up and try to land those strikes. All right. So from here, if he's not giving up the punches and he's doing a good job at blocking himself, and we want to start looking for that submission, we're just going to punch, and I'm just going to find a way to shoot my arm through. So I'm going to shoot through and drop down. I'm going to release my ankles underneath of him, and I'm going to step in for that head and arm choke just by stepping over, flattening out, and working towards the head until he taps. Okay? So again, start from the beginning. Once we get into that mount position, I'm here. I want to pinch my knees together and pinch my feet together. Overlap them if you can, your toes. All right? And then sit back up. And then we start to posture, landing our big shots. When we're going for our big, hold on one second. When we're going for our big shots, we want to set them up. I don't want you guys just getting on top of somebody and being like, all those just hit his arm. Not one of those landed. All right. So when I'm in this position, pick your shots. A good way to do this to set him up is you can go cross arm and push it down. If he's blocking his face like this, if I push that down, it opens up the side of his head. All right. Again, other side, if I push it down, opens up this side of the head. So that's one way to set your strikes up and be a little bit more precise with them instead of just going crazy. All right. The other way is set them up like if you were going to go wide, because his hands are going to start going from here to here. All right. So we go wide, boom, right down the middle. All right. Obviously, this is a beginner's class, but if we were pro, we would be thinking as well, wide, elbow down the middle. All right, hammer fist, you can go wide, hammer fist. But set the punches up, punch straight down, and those are going to open up those big hooks. See how he has to go like this? So we want to take advantage of those shots when we got them. All right, so I'm here. I'm going to be punching on Skylar here. He's going to bridge, and I'm going to stick my feet up and lock them underneath here and goes and higher up to where my knees are closer into the shoulder pits. All right, and now I'm going to put all that pressure on him. And then I'm just going to boom, 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 boom. Typically what they're going to do is they're going to try to block, and then all else fails, they're gonna give up their back. All right, so he's gonna, if I keep my feet a little unhooked, so once I start to feel them moving, I wanna let them move to give up the back. I wanna let go of those hooks. I don't wanna try to keep him locked in. But just be sure that you don't let your feet flail out so he gets in and reguards. But if he starts to turn over, boom, here, then that's when I look for that rear naked choke. All right. If he doesn't do that and he's staying here, taking the beating, but most of them are being blocked, that's when we're going to shoot that arm through here, push it across, head down as low as we can go. We want to try to keep our ear to ear here. And then I'm going to start locking it in and working into my side position till Skylar taps. Okay. All right, so that's mount. One of the other really good positions